Hi folks, welcome to Jay's Trading Journal. So I just wanted to do this video because I wanted to cover one of my trades that I took last week, just to kind of give a bit of a breakdown of why I took the trade. Okay, it's actually not this one, but we'll move on to AUDNZD. I can cover the CADJPY trade as well that I just had up, but I wanted to cover this one just now. Okay, so why did I take this trade? So what I start with is the higher context time frames. Okay, so I have here a monthly in the top left, and then I've got a weekly in the top right, and then in the bottom left daily, and then my entry time frame, which is the 4-hour time frame here on the bottom right. Okay, so what I was looking at is, obviously you can see if you zoom out here, the monthly price is moving up the way, but then it was in a bit of a range here, which is fine. And last month you can see was a bullish month. Okay, so despite that, I was looking to sell because I had evidence of a sell. So what I could see on my weekly time frame here is that price had come up, and when I took this trade I was taking it off this weekly candle here, which is a nice big red candle. So you've seen price come up, and then you had this bit of a doji week where price was a bit indecisive, but what I could also see is that price had kind of come off this level here, so it rejected this weekly level, and also on the monthly you can see if you look left there is some pretty strong levels along there as well. Okay, so that was one of the things I'd taken note of. Okay, and then what we had was this very bearish candle that dropped on the week here, and within that week we could see that price had obviously retraced here. Is that the correct week? Let me just double check. That's Monday 29th. So yeah, that will be right, Monday 29th, yep, here. So you can see where the week dropped. Okay. So you had this daily confirmation. Now, you look at this daily time frame, I think some traders might look at this and think that this is bullish heading up, but it's not. The way I'm seeing this is you had this higher high here, so price had come up, obviously. It's been trending up. Oh, excuse my dodgy lines. It made this higher high here, and then price came down and made this lower low. Okay, so you can see while it's made this higher high, this here would have been kind of the last swing that was making this bullish, and price dropped all the way into here, and it took out this swing, this swing, this swing, and this swing. So for me, price had gone bearish at this point, and then we can see price then comes back up here. So it's had a reaction from that level, continues to trend up. Okay, and some people think, well, this is obviously bullish, and it is a bullish move, but overall the structure of this daily time frame is bearish. And then you can see where I've taken my entry, and for price to come down here. Okay, so for me, this was just a pullback. This price action in here was just a pullback. So price was always looking to kind of go down, or it had a good probability of going down anyway. So because of that, I could clearly see that there was an opportunity to sell here. So if I look at my entry time frame, 4 hour, you can see where price hit this level. So this is the level I marked up here on the weekly. You can see how strong that is. And also if you look at the daily, it's matching these daily levels where price has reacted from. So it's a strong level, and when price was there, it dropped all the way down here, taking out all these swings on the left, and then I basically just draw my fib from this point to this point, and I ought to get in at the 618 fib. So the 618 fib, if you notice, Let me just draw that up for you. If I pull this, I'll use this one. Drag this down to here. This monthly level. So you see on this is a monthly level that's created up here, and you can see how that translates into support and resistance on the other time frames as well. 618 fib just happened to be there, so that's kind of something that I always look for. So I can see 618 fib is a good entry point because it matches this monthly level, which was also very strong. So based off that, I was quite happy to take the trade from here, and as you can see, it's had a pretty good reaction. It also did come past it initially, and for some traders, I guess you see this bullish move in the 4 hour coming up, and that might look quite scary because you're looking to sell and price is doing all this, but then you see it kind of pause, moves along up a little bit, and then bang, price drops down. So it did get past the level, and it started to kind of trade above here, but obviously the sellers kicked in at that point and pushed price down. So it turned out to be a good trade. I took 2% off this trade, so quite happy with that. I've still left a little bit in here. This is probably my final target down here. If price comes up, my stop loss is now, I think it's around here, just now above this little swing here. So if price comes up there, that's fine. I won't be losing anything in this trade. I'll just be winning. But if price hits here, this is obviously a very strong level where it reacted from previously. So if it gets here, I'll probably just exit completely on the position, as I'm not sure it will get any lower than that, because if you look as well, that's a very strong weekly level and it's also a monthly level. So yeah, I'd be quite happy just to take my money there and run. Okay. I was on CADJPY when I came on, so since I'm on it, I might as well cover it. I took this as an intra-week trade, so this was just last week when I seen price kind of making this bullish move on my entry time frame. Sorry, here you can see prices had this lower low, and then it's come all the way up here, and it's taken out this swing on the left. Okay, and I think actually it took out this swing too. Yeah, it did take out this swing just, but it did take it out. So buyers were taking control basically in this area, and that's what caught my interest. But more importantly, if I look at the daily, I had the same thing happen. So the daily dropped down here, we have a lower low, and then we went up and made a higher high, taking out this swing and the swing over here. So that again, it's the buyers taking control on the daily time frame, which is much stronger than my entry time frame of 4 hours. So this is more significant, and therefore this is really catching my interest. And then if you're looking, as I say, I always take into account the higher time frame context. And if you have a look here, this level that price was reacting from is this monthly level here. Okay, and when price was at this level, it came all the way up here and made this higher high all the way up here. So that's how strong this level was. It just caused price to go all the way up. So price had obviously retraced into this level, which, as you can see on the weekly as well, you can see there's some levels here as well. And then once it's hit there, we've had we basically had structural damage on the market on the daily and our 4 hour time frame. So that's fantastic. So therefore I took the trade. I looked for a 50 fib entry because that made sense. If you look where the 50 fib entry is, it's right here. I'll just show you on this level here. Okay, so that just made really good sense. It's a clear level of support on a higher time frame, and that's where I took the trade from on this one. So obviously currently in that trade, in profit, price is coming back in here. The weekly did close as bullish, so I'm quite happy to sit in this trade for next week, and we'll see how it goes. Anyway, that's all. Thank you for watching if you're watching.